Boys, we're back. Cars of Facebook Marketplace. This is a very exciting video because we've upgraded the production quality. We are now using a ring light. Yes, that's the thing that your girlfriend uses when she's doing her makeup. Look at how fucking blue my eyes are. This is how we know we're getting serious about the content. And I paid for this out of my own pocket. It was $9.95. I don't have any sponsors from Raid Shadow Legends, the #1 MMO game on the Google Play Store. Download now with more than 400,000 5-star reviews. I don't have any sponsorships like that. Let's get into it. This time, I've prepared some more content, okay? First of all, it's back to the R31. I know I reviewed this last time. However, okay, he's relisted the ad. It's back up 22 minutes ago. I almost filmed this video an hour ago. Lucky we waited because we got this gem back up. So, it's back up. He's moved the price up to $4,000. What's going on? Look at yesterday's video was $2,000. He must have seen my video and thought, you know, he was one of the 8 views the video got. He saw it and was like, damn, maybe it is too cheap. I'm gonna have so many people chasing me because they saw Corey's video. Maybe not. It's the same as last time. It's the same photos. He's just relisted it for a higher price. He wants to make some money. Remember yesterday I said that's an okay deal? Well, there's no fucking okay deals on Marketplace. You have to get ripped off. That's how the game works. We're trying to get our money back on these horrible cars. This is not worth $4,000 no matter how you look at it. Even if you paid someone like me to do a very cheap and affordable wrap, DM me, we can arrange that. I would wrap this for $1,500. You're at a $6,500 car. It's not even registered and it doesn't even drive yet. This is a horrible deal now. I respect... What's his name? Sam. Come on, man. What's happening? Moving on to the next car. So this is interesting. We've got a Lexus IS 200. 270,000 kilometers. That's a few kilometers for a 1GFE. They're not the best motor, but maybe if they're not beaten on, they'll last a while. So that could be confidence inspiring. However, it's an automatic. $6,500 for an automatic IS 200. What is happening? I remember 1 year ago, I was looking at a very clean boosted manual IS 200 for $7,000. And I was like, oh, will you take 6? And he's like, no, fuck off. Now what's going on, okay? I don't really get it. I don't know if anyone's going to buy it. Just because it's that much doesn't mean anyone's going to pay for it. He's got very, very vague details on it. Message me for details. It's never gonna fucking sell, man. I will say the paint is absolutely beautiful though. Look at that. That old school green color. It's looking good. Okay, moving on. We're only 3 minutes into the video. We've already covered 2 cars. We're making good time. The last video was 30 minutes. This is the comparison, alright? This is an Altezza. It's $17K, listed 7 weeks ago. Obviously, it's a little bit higher on the price, just like everything. I already told you the economy's struggling. $17K though. What would you pay? 7 for an automatic IS 200 with 1 billion kilometers, or 17, extra 10K for a manual Altezza, lighter car. Yes, fucking Google it, they're lighter. With the legendary beans motor, the legendary baked beans. This is a decent buy, I think. I just don't think these cars have reached the popularity that the price warrants. But someone who sees value in this would be willing to pay. But again, the popularity isn't high, so they'll probably find a cheaper one. But I would buy this any day of the week. Like, put aside, let's forget about how much money you got. You got $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 to spend on your car, take out a loan or whatever. I just wouldn't buy that other IS 200. But if I didn't have the money, which I don't, to buy this car, and I was comparing them, I would find a means to get the money, whether it's through a bank loan, selling another car, selling a kidney, whatever it's got to be. Anything to not buy the other IS 200. Comparatively, this is a good deal, and it's not even selling. What does that say? Also, it's got 130,000 kilometers and not 270. Let's do some maths. 136 times 2. Yep. It's literally got 49% of the kilometers of the other car. And it's got a nice little exhaust. That's a good deal. What's going on? Okay, next one. Man, I don't know. I just don't know how I'm feeling about this. It's a 200SX, so it's not even an import. S15, pretty much. this is really interesting because a couple of years ago, again, before prices became valuable, a 200SX was not really like everyone wanted the JDM model, right? I'm not sure the reasons behind that. I think the JDM one has a bigger turbo, but anyone can change that. So if we're seeing a 200SX for $37,000, what does that make the JDM S15 then? Does that make it $50,000? Possibly. I'm not sure if people are paying it, but they're definitely listed at a high price. It's also got 200,000 kilometers. Again, I don't think that matters anymore. The kilometers, it's gone out the window. No one gives a shit anymore. You got to pay to play. The thing is, the car is very clean. It's on 19s. I didn't think that S15 would suit that. We'll look at the photos. It's got flares. Okay, maybe they're nice. Yeah, they're done fairly. Like, I would prefer them to not be there, but they're not. Like, there's no rivets showing. They've been done tastefully, is what I'm saying. So, and I love the kit. I really love the kit. It's a nice car. I know why he's got 19-inch wheels, because the kit sits so low to the ground, so he's trying to raise the height of the car. I got that problem with the Vertex kit on the 350Z. Maybe one day I'll show you guys. This is not a bad car at all. It's expensive, yes. How long has it been up for? 57 minutes. I don't know if it's a relisting. But, yes, it's overpriced, in my personal opinion, but at least you're getting a good example for that. It's not like the Skyline where it's fucked, doesn't even drive. It's got bog tearing out of the quarter panels, right? Ripping out. This is a nice car, 37 grand, good kit. The flares are okay. They're steel, which is nice. And engine bay looks tidy. I give this, yeah, it's passable. It's a good car. Bit pricey, but would you blame him? If I had that car and I was trying to sell it, I'd also price it for that much. Moving on. Okay, I put this here as a comparison of what's also available. This is pretty much the exact same car. Like, he's even got the same, I think it's a BN kit. It's either Vertex or BN. It's pretty much the same car at pretty much the same price. Pretty much the same kilometers. This is a very similar car. It looks like it's got a little bit more fruit that I can see. But, hey, this is the point of this is I'm saying this is how much these are going for at the moment. A lot. Sorry, this is how much they're being posted for. I really love the taillights. They suit that red. This is a nice car. This is a really nice car, no matter how you look at it. Okay? It's nice. I like it. Moving on. Okay, I saw this pop up this morning. I almost wanted to buy it. I don't know what it is. All I know is that it's old and it looks really cool. It also starts first pop every time and drums and rives fine. No rust. Have been driving it weekly, but no rego. Maybe he's pulled the plate. Okay, he's pulled the plates off. This is I don't know what this is. Maybe someone can educate me, but this is a very sick car and it's $3,000. I think a lot of people saved it. It shows you how many people saved it on mobile. Really cool car. I love it. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure that would get a lot of good attention when you're driving it. Like, people giving you these ones. It's a cool car. And it's $3,000. So sick. Moving on. Okay, this is not a marketplace listing, but this is something very special I wanted to show you. Dory Junkie. Michael, he's a G, he's a good guy in the Gold Coast. He sells car parts, cars, a lot of stuff. Supplier of a lot of high-end brands like BN Sports body kits and stuff. So he's got quite credible if you don't already know who he is. He's in Japan at the moment. He's bringing in these cars and the prices are really fucking reasonable. JZX 100 Mark II, 1997 model. Very good. 60,000 kilometers. Remember the IS200 with 270k on it? 41k plus export. The price, again, it's like an uncomfortable amount of money for the average enthusiast to spend. However, this thing has 60,000 Ks on it. It's got the body kit that everyone dreams of when they buy these cars. The paint looks awesome. Comes on some Kawamis by the looks of it. Look, oh, okay. We got a nice little high mount there. Doesn't look to be any rust. This is a stellar deal, right? There's a lot of value for money in this. It's just a lot of money, but there's a lot of value. If you want value, you got to pay. That's the game. He's also got another one, which this is even better. This is insane. He's got that. I didn't really look at that one. This one here. Come on, man. R32 GTI looks absolutely gorgeous. 117,000K. It's got 2.8 litre, so it's stroked. It's got some goodies on it. Lots of fruit. $68,000. $68,000. This is cheap. This is genuinely a very, very cheap car. Let's look at the footage. Bring it back to the beginning. Man, Michael, what are you doing? I actually seen someone comment, it seems so cheap, what's wrong with it? And Michael says, nothing's wrong with it, but if you like, I can add another 10 grand to it. He's being very reasonable with the price. I don't know what the intentions are or how he's selling it, that sort of thing. I know he's in Japan at the moment. Maybe he's priced it low because he's got to go. Or maybe, just maybe, he's actually giving back to the community and bringing in cars at affordable prices that people actually want. Did you ever consider that? It's within his character to do that. I believe so. It's a nice car. Look at that. Well priced. 1 day ago. Sent off to my friend who was in the market last year. There you go. He actually was in Japan at the time Michael listed this, my friend. So I was like, dude, go meet Michael and check out this car. Obviously, he's no longer in the market. He was looking at a shelf for 40K, so 68K for a very nice car with an awesome motor. Again, this is stellar pricing. Moving on. This one. This sucks. This is the shittest out of the day. This is worse than the IS200. Okay, it's got 117,000 kilometers, so it is on the lower side. That being said, is an R33 GTS non-turbo auto for 18 grand, 19.8. I'm really trying to find something constructive to say about this. Like, I can say at least it's got low kilometers. However, one, we know a lot of these cars have been wound back. Not that I'm saying this one has, but, you know, we can't verify it in the moment while looking at the ad. And two, the engine bay is a different color to the car. How did that happen? Why did that happen? Why is the car a different color? Like, what's the history of this vehicle? Again, did the odometer get swapped or wound back? We have no way to verify. Sold unregistered. Suit someone mechanically monitor after a project. Power steering heavy. An RPM gauge doesn't work. I assume needs attention before roadworthy. I'm chill, okay? I'm chill. He's asking a lot of money for a car that needs not a lot of work, but it needs some work. It looks good, alright? If this was manual turbo, that price would be reasonable. And that brings me on to... Where was it? It's on the wrong tab. This one. Okay, check this out. R33 GTST. Little bit of work, nothing crazy. Manual turbo. Equally as nice condition body. For how much more money? $200 more. Yes, it's got a lot more kilometers, but I've already established we don't really care about kilometers anymore in this market. Maybe for the P-plate who's trying to justify this car to his mum to buy it for him. Yeah, maybe the kilometers matter then. But still, $200 more and look what you get. Which one are you buying? They are both cosmetically comparable. Okay. Very nice, cosmetically comparable. Except one's manual turbo and the other's auto NA. Like, I would happily buy the blue car any day of the week. And also, this probably has power steering. The other one doesn't. What did the other one need? Power steering, and the RPM gauge doesn't work. Yeah. 20k O&O. Was this O&O? No. No, that's how it is. It's no O&O. He's just selling it at 19,800. I'm sure he'll take a 15k offer. Let's be real. It's not worth anything more than that. Used to be maroon. That's what happened to the engine bay. Maybe it would help if I read the fucking listing. So, yeah. Fuck that car. But this one's nice. Still a little bit more out of my range. If I had 17k, I'd offer it to him. I think that would be probably beating the deals from yesterday, that S13, I think. I'm sure it needs some work. These cars are old, but initially it looks good. It's a good deal. It's really nice. I do love the color as well. I don't know if it's original color, but it looks nice. Sweet. Sweet. Moving on. Okay, this is an important one. I can't laugh at it. There's nothing bad to say. All I'm saying, this is a completely bone stock, original condition JZX 100 Chaser. It's 32 grand. Completely stock, just with a head unit, and it looks like it's got some floor mats. You know it's stock when we're talking about the aftermarket floor mats. 32 grand. That's a pretty good price, and that's our reference for a stock car at the moment, is around 30k for a bone stock Chaser. I think that's pretty good. It's turbo, obviously, and the kilometers are reasonable at 164. This actually is a very strong, good deal if you want, like, to enter the game stock and stuff from the beginning. This is a good deal. I like it. Good educational moment to reference the pricing, though. Okay, this one here. Oh my gosh, man. This Sora. Okay, I really wanted to buy this, but at the time I needed to buy this, which was a week ago, I blew a head gasket on my daily, so my next daily wasn't going to be this. And the 350Z is also broken at the moment, so I really needed a good, reliable car. Had I been in any other position, I would not have bought the Honda Jazz for $4,000, but it's got coilovers and sway bars. I would have bought this Sora because this is an awesome deal. $8,500. It doesn't even have 200,000 kilometers on the clock. It says right there, makes all the right noises. I used to own one of these cars in the same spec, like 1JZ, non-VVTi, GT turbo, twin turbo, sorry. When you got the pod filter and the big front mount, it makes a very cool DOS sound. It's rather slow. How do I describe it? It's like... There's a sound clip. Go find my Instagram if you want to hear it and scroll back. There's a video, microphone in the engine bay. But yeah, this is... Man, this is good. Look at the interior condition. It's very nice looking. Even the wood trim looks good. Mine, the door card was really rooted on. Ugh, wood grain. 180,000 Ks. Normally there's the kilometers or something. The time there is screwed up on the dash just with age because it's electronic. All you need to do is paint or wrap it. Hit me up if you need a wrap. I'd wrap it for no more than $1,500. This is just a great deal. I don't know how it hasn't sold yet. I'd buy it. All it really says, it's got an oil leak. That's the only issue. Small oil leak from the turbo line area, making some smoke, whatever. Probably loose fitting, maybe just need a new turbo. No problem. Good deal. Good car. Would buy it. Sad I couldn't. Next! Okay, this is something I wanted to make an example of. GT86, okay? 18 grand. These are becoming comparable to the price of like an S chassis, except obviously these cars are in way better condition. And like, where do you value it? Which one do you buy? Do you buy a beat up S chassis for 20k, or do you buy a clean 86 for 20k? I've seen 86s go for in the 15s even, in respectable condition, needing a lot less work than an S chassis. I put this one in here because, like, which one do you buy? 162,000 Ks. That's a little bit more than what I would have expected given the age of it. It's only 2012. That's 11 years ago. It's got some modifications, headlights, taillights, coilovers. I'm not down with the wing, but whoever buys this car probably will be. Side skirts, front lip, exhaust, unequal length headers, genuine Kawamis, rear bash bar, service. Like, this is really good. It's got some scratches because it's low. Front right wheel guard is not there from the wheels being... so it's missing the fender liner. Most S chassis, you just assume it doesn't include that. This is such a good buy. This is awesome. In comparison to like an S chassis or something. Never driven one. Well, I drove an auto once before I really had experienced other vehicles, so it's impossible for me to comment, but this is a pretty good deal in comparison to those beat up S chassis. Next. An S chassis. It's not beat up though. I really like this one because there's not many CA18 DETs on the market. I personally think that's a better motor than the SR20. Don't fucking at me, that's how it is. something about the bottom end. It's either forged or iron block bottom end, I think it is. More stronger. And it's just a cooler motor. It's different, right? And generally way cheaper. This is a good deal. Uncracked dash, look at that. It looks like it's new. It's from the factory. Very tidy looking engine bay. Oh, it's an auto. Fuck. I just said this was a good deal. Like, even at 23k, I would have thought someone's going to offer him 18 if it was manual. It's got 123,000 Ks. That's genuine verified, it says. And no cracks. That's where the price comes from. Fuck the transmission. The price is how it is because it's such a clean example with low kilometers. If it was manual, it'd probably be 30k. Let's be real. Man, I was stoked for a second. And here's a 30k 180SX, which is manual, I think. I hope. Yes, it's manual. So this is pretty sick. I love the color. It's got VSXX on the rear. Some concave wheels on the front to clear the front brakes. Color's pretty cool. Manual, turbo, high mount setup. This has got some work done to it. It's very nice. I like how they painted the rocker cover. Very interesting intercooler piping though. I've never seen that before. But it looks good. SR's in good nick. SR seats. I was going to say, how's the motor stained? Short shifter, original floor mats, drift button. Yeah, it's a cool car. What are the cons? Like, it's got a lot of work. Oh, and it's a forged and built motor. Okay. This has got a lot. 370 wheel horsepower at 98 octane and 407 at E85. Have over 25k in receipts. I don't doubt it. This is actually pretty epic. Great car. I hate the rivets, man. I wish that didn't happen. It looks like it's from Mad Max, but someone can probably bulk over it and then repaint the entire panel. Or someone will just deal with it and like it. Man, it's a shame it has that, because this would be proper, like, clean spec, beautiful car otherwise. Still, very nice. 30k. Is he dreaming? I don't believe so. It's going to take a long time to sell, but the price tag is warranted with all the work done to it, okay? If someone's looking for a 180SX with hella work done to it, all the shit done so they can drive it, have some fun with it. Granted, this is probably overkill for most people's skill. I still think it's a good deal, if that's what you want. But sadly, not many people want that. Two more cars left. I'm going to move on to this LS400. This is $9,500 with 310,000 kilometers. That's a lot. Oh, those wheels. I think they come from me. Jet. Oh, okay. So this guy actually bought those wheels from me. I haven't mentioned in the video, but I sell wheels. Man. Okay, LS400. So my point is, the price is very, very high. Not saying that in such a disrespectful sense. I'm not just saying that because he's my customer. The reason why I'm saying that is because a couple of years ago I had one of these cars. I had a Celsior, and I couldn't get more than like $4,000 offers for it. That was the best case scenario. Simply could not. And the guy who owned it like a few years before me sold it he swapped it for a Subaru Liberty valued at $2,000. So, like, the values on these cars, or the list prices, I don't know if anyone's paying 10 grand, but the list prices has skyrocketed. I actually think my friend sold one recently with some horrible wheels on it for like 7 grand. So obviously, that's the pricing these days. Yeah, they're sick cars. I'm shocked about the pricing. That's all I have to say. If I had not have known they were so cheap previously, I would not be upset about it because they are a good car, leather interior. Like, look at that. It's so comfy. They're a nice car. And the 1UZ, 310,000 kilometers, we don't give a fuck, right? you'll do 500,000, 700, you'll do 1 million. Isn't there a 1 million mile Lexus? It's got the 1UZ, I swear. The 1 million mile Lexus. It's an LS400. It's a 1UZ. It's the same motor. He's barely a quarter through the lifespan of it. Nah, that's really cool. And the wheels that he purchased off me look very, very nice. Deep dish. Yeah, pretty rad, man. Nice work. Good car. I love the two-tone. I'm not going to hate on it because I'd be hating on the game if I was hating on it. But that's the game at the moment. Moving on. Mazda RX-7. This car. How on earth is it not selling? Okay, I don't get it. It's been up for months, man. I know it says 4 weeks ago. I think that's the max time marketplace says. I don't know. It's got 100,000 Ks and it's down to 54 grand. You know why it's not selling? I know one reason. Because all the kids who want these cars, they want pop-up headlights and it's missing that. They don't care for aerodynamics. They want the pop-ups. But in all seriousness, this is a super, 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 super mint car. It's so beautiful. I can't understand how it's not selling. Like, he's open to negotiations even at 54 grand. Hold on, let's go to GooNet. Let's go to GooNet auctions, the exchange, okay? I don't think it's actually auctions. We want Mazda RX-7. It takes a little while to load. I got a little bit excited. And this is the website where they're typically very, very cheap, alright? It's not working. I gave it the beans too quickly. There we go. RX-7. There we go. So my point is that car's 53k. How much are you paying for one in similar spec and condition? Let's see if we can find one. They're all pretty similar. Let's just click this one. Let's do the conversion. Calculate. We got to calculate Australia. And this isn't all the fees, by the way. This is not everything. There's other shit like you got to pay for new tires when it comes into the country. Let's convert that to AUD. All right. $60k before the extra shit. And this is 53k. And you don't have to wait for it. It's ready to go. There's no extra to pay. It's much cheaper. How is it not selling? Why is this car not selling? I don't know. And it's got 108,000 Ks, extended port. Like this is the... Everyone... I've seen so many people comment on it. People are getting so angry that it's not selling for months. I don't get it. It's so gorgeous. And that's going to wrap up today's video. 30 minutes again. We went through more cars though. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks to our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Okay, Raid? It's a joke. If you actually want to support the channel, go onto this website here. Ecstatic JP. This is what I do for a living. I sell wheels. I import nice, high quality replica wheels. As you saw on Jet's LS400, he had the Masters, as we call them. Look at them. They're so cool. They got so much dish. They're not like those shitty replicas that you see where they have like 1 millimeter of dish. Look at that, boys. There's a lot of dish happening there. Jump onto the website. Go buy yourself some wheels. We actually got a lot of, like a huge amount of stock coming soon. So pay attention to that. New models as well. We got 15-inch wheels, 16-inch wheels. I'm even putting some on the Honda Jazz. So why don't you? And I'm also going to throw in a free sticker for anyone who purchases. Guys, thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Let's keep the momentum. Let's keep making videos. Peace out.